What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Wayward. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we more than likely continue our house. I don't know how people are feeling about this whole thing. That's the problem with pre-recording and all that kind of stuff, is that unfortunately I can't do good sample sizes to figure out what's happening here today. However, what this means is we do have an enclosed space finally, and the enclosed space is pretty important. So we're going to go ahead and close that door off, and we're just going to lay down over here and sleep till morning if we can. We've got to get our energy back. We got to get our HP back. There's a lot of things that need to be handled, and so let's see. We slept for about 6 hours, and actually apparently we get better at sleeping in this game. That's how skill devoid we are. We have no equitable life skills whatsoever. We can't even fall asleep on our own. Alright, well today it looks like we're gonna have stuff to do. I've thrown a bunch of stones. I'd like to get the floorboards laid out and get like everything. Oh, we have a wooden flooring with us right now. Okay. I promise I'm not going to fix the flooring along the walls until I'll do it off camera. It's not something that I feel like you guys need to bear witness to, but we'll finish at least the interior flooring, because what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to tear out the walls because I didn't realize with the building system. It's been a while since I played last, but anyways, with the current build system that they have in play, you need to have this stuff laid down underneath the wall before you start, and then you kind of outline it with the wall afterwards. So for right now, since that's not even done, let me see what I got going on here. So I've got my stone axe. Actually, yeah, that works perfectly fine. The stone axe will allow us to gather a little bit quicker and make our job somewhat easier. We are going to burn some stamina while doing this stuff, but part of me feels like it can't really be helped. Now, if you're worried about this taking forever, this is actually a pretty good thing for us. For the sole reason that it allows us to level up our character a bit, make our character a little bit stronger. We're going to have to rest in order to make this work, which is unfortunate because I don't want to rest to make this work. I would rather just have this happen right now, but well. Setting down flooring, and then we'll set down a floor right there. We'll set down a floor right there, and so we're moving along. We're getting things kind of done. I am going to deposit all inside that container. And if there's anything else we're carrying around with us that doesn't really need to be outside right now, we can just move it all in. So the leaves are going to be important later on. We need like 1,000 stacks of leaves because in just a minute we're going to have to repair our bedroll. And in fact, I don't know how to repair it, so instead we're just going to have to build a new one. And hope for the best. We got to hope that we come out the other end with a badass bedroll. Is there such a thing as a badass bedroll? I don't know. I assume that there's like that bedroll that has been in and out of bedroll juvie for like the last 18 years, you know? Always bragging about it to his friends, being like, hey, SA, you don't know me like that, son. Alright, so we got more wood right here. Man, we are failing miserably at crafting floors. There we go, we crafted that one. We're overweight crafting, which is our biggest problem. And it takes us how many of these to get that made? Oh, so it's actually linear in terms of what you put out right there. Okay, so drop all of those so we can get our weight back down below our threshold. And really what I'll try to do is we'll take this one step at a time. Set that bad boy down right there. It's looking good, though. It's looking good, no lie. I think we're going to be alright. Let me, for a minute, it looks like we're dehydrated, and we're also a little bit hungry if you're paying attention to our meters over here. Do I have anything around, or did I drink all my waters? No, I've got a water right there. We'll go ahead and drink that guy. That does refill your stomach a little bit, but not a lot of it, so don't rely on it too heavily. We will more than likely have to forage around, though, to find more food. That or murder something. We can murder something, or we can forage around. I'm going to forage around first because I feel better about it as a tactic, but, you know, if one thing comes to another, let's get these berries up and off the tree, and we'll eat these. So there's a little bit going right there. There's a little bit more, and that's going to help out with stamina and whatnot as well. Oh, we got spiders coming out the wazoo. That's not good. Okay, well, let's whip out our spear then. We've got a really, really good stone knife, and so we should be able to put up a decent fight if this thing decides that it wants a taste. If it wants a taste of what war feels like, we'll bring it, spider. We'll bring it to you and your whole spider family. Yep, see what happens right there? I'm dual-wielding on you right now, spider. I'm dual-wielding on you. And then what we need to do now is we actually are pretty hungry, so my suggestion would be to gather up all these spider bodies. Spider bodies are kind of nice because I don't think I've ever seen them actually go bad. Like, I'm thinking about it right now, and I'm having a hard time thinking of whether or not I've ever seen spider bodies go rotten. Must be something, like, natural about the spider body, which just does not lend itself to rotting. I don't really know. I'm not a spiderologist. My degree is not in spiderology. Spiderization, as it were. Man, we are having bad luck with this flooring, aren't we? There it is. So now, that's a shitty flooring, though, right there. The flooring came out shitty. It's not my fault. I went in, I tried to floor properly, and they just wouldn't let me have it. For now, I'm probably going to drop that. Weight allotment is always an issue in games like this, always. I don't think I've ever played a survival game where I don't constantly have to worry about, like, my weight allotment. Oh, they do decay. They just decay in, like, 5,000 turns rather than, like, right now, yesterday, like some of the other stuff you got to deal with. Okay. Well, let's drop all of our twigs then, and we'll drop all of that, and I'm going to try and pick all this stuff back up in a minute. There we go. That got us down below our weight allotment. And 4 should mostly allow us to finish off the house. I do think that building in this game takes a lot. Yeah, we can't put that down right now because there's a door in the way. That's really unfortunate. I wish that we could, but that's why when I put that down and then I put the fire on top of it, I was semi-aware of the rules that I was playing by, but sometimes you just get hit with the minutia. Minutia, your Yusha, our Yusha. And that's how we conjugate. I trampled yellow flowers into the ground because I don't feel like sunshine and joy right now. Not even in the slightest. I feel just like flexing my whims upon the top of the spider kingdom. Man, our woodworking skills are really not going well right now. They're going super badly. I'm going to rest for a little bit, although this is going to break really, really soon, so resting is not going to... Oh, shit. I made a wooden wall on accident. I don't want a wooden wall. Can I break that down? Is it possible? Yeah, break that down and give me my stuff back. And then we'll make one of those because that seems more in line with what I want right now. We'll set that down right there. We've got... Actually, I think we should be squared away for the most part. We only really need, like, one more bit of wood, and then we'll be... Oh, man, my axe broke. I broke my axe. See, this is what happens when you go out in nature and you apply yourself. When you go out in nature and you try hard, you break your axe. There it is. And our house is now thusly concluded. There's still a little bit of grass around the edges, but you know what? I can't help it. I can't help that. If there's grass around the edges, we just got to live with it. So can I not place anything else in there? Let's go ahead and we will put all that in the container. We have a very, very good supply of shit right now. Like, I don't want to be crass about it, but we have a huge selection of things that we can just make happen in the near future. Like, we have options. What the hell is that? A gray wolf? Like hell it is a gray wolf. Nope. We go inside. Nope, not today. Sorry, gray wolf. I closed the door on you, although it looks kind of friendly. I don't know. It's got like a cute puppy dog thing going on. I kind of want to hug it. I can make cooked spider if we're feeling especially hungry. I don't know what your tolerance is for cooked spider, but we can do it if you want. We'll go ahead and move all those to our inventory. We'll move all those to our inventory, and then we'll make some... tinder, and then we'll make some kindling. And there it is. And then finally we'll make some bark leggings, just in case we have to fight the wolf, which is slightly punny. We're wearing bark armor to protect ourselves from a dog. That's pretty punny. Among the things that could be punny, that's up there. I mean, you know, you do what you gotta do, I guess. Welcome to the interwebs, where everything is easily punnerized. Why are my bark leggings not on? Here, put those over there. Yes, those don't go there. Okay, you know what? Equip them on my... Oh, legs are way over there. Gotcha. See, now I'm aware of the things that are going on. We've got a hammock. Let's see. A comfortable place to sleep, although not too sturdy. It requires ropes and string. Well, that'd be pretty cool. And it gets you up off the ground, too, which kind of limits your chance of getting your ass kicked by random stuff. Anyways, we'll cook some spider first. Oh, shnikes. We got agile. Our metabolism slowed. And we got stronger, all simultaneously. That was the level up for the ages right there, and I think it's because we hit a milestone as a chef. Cooking spider, I suppose. I don't think spider actually does that much for your stomach, but you gotta do what you gotta do in order to keep yourself healthy. If we're gonna go back out there and fight with the dog, which I think is a terrible plan, I don't think it's a good plan because I'm erring on the side of caution right now, and I would really prefer for this not to end on the 3rd episode, 4th episode, wherever we are. I want to open the door. Yeah, there he is. The wolf dealt no damage. Ow. Well, we hit him back, so that's good. I mean, he is hitting us too, so... Your armor appears resistant to the attack, so that's solid. At least we've got some kind of resistance. How healthy is he? You see blood and blood. The creature appears to be unhealthy. Let us continue striking him until he falls over. Holy shit, we slew a wolf with a knife. We are everything that is man. I'm going to eat this animal right now. Let's go ahead and we'll close off this door. I wasn't expecting for wolves to come around right now. In fact, wolves usually don't show up till a little bit later. I'm a little bit surprised that it happened. Apparently, I've got more spider flesh ready for flaying as well. I can also make my pemmican, and I can make my prepared pemmican. How many cooked spiders do I have? Holy shit. We have cooked spiders everywhere, and my spear broke. Apparently, I was roasting everything over my spear. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Alright, well, we'll put these up by grouping. That'll be fine. And where is our food at? Our food is actually cataloged right here. So where did our roasted dog meat go? Oh man, I thought we had more roasted dog meat than we actually have. Oh, look at that. It has a list of the things that are in containment right now. I didn't know that it would do that. Let's go ahead and we will put all of these inside the container. I will probably use a couple of sticks and a sapling to stoke this bad boy. So let's go ahead and stoke the fire with it. Stoke the fire with it. The fire is currently raging, which is pretty sweet, but because it's enclosed by stones, we shouldn't have to worry about it popping out and ruining our life in any of those ways. Well, we've gotten a lot stronger since we started. We can actually carry like 10 more pounds than we could before, or 10 more stone, or 10 more whatever our unit of measurement is. I can make some string, and so I think I shall do that right now. We can also make a few more knives, and I would also like to make a branch. We'll make a pole. I'll make a new spear. And is that spear any good? That spear is pretty good. It's not a terrible spear, but it knows what it's doing. It knows what it's up to. If I can make myself a hammock, that'd probably be a solid replacement for the bedroll that we're currently dealing with. And I would probably... Let me take all of these. And now that I've got those, what I'd like to do is we're going to strip some bark. Strip some bark. We'll make some string. And we're going to have to make ropes. We can make a sling out of it, but I haven't had much luck with the sling. It takes a very, very long time to level up your thong or rock throwing, and it's a pain in the ass. It takes a while, and so I haven't done it yet. Basically, I'm going to strip all of this, actually. We're probably going to spend a whole bunch of time just stripping. That's what we do on the island when we try to survive, okay? Don't judge my life choices. Sometimes you got to strip to pay the bills. It is what it is. And then we'll turn as much of this into string as we can. We can make a fishing net, which is pretty cool, and apparently we can use that to catch fish. I'm going to make a rope. How many ropes do I need in order to make the hammock? Where is the hammock at? Hammock, where did you go? You can actually filter these. So right there we have the hammock. Requires 2 string and 2 ropes. So we actually have most of the things required in order to get that done. Go ahead and make the string, and then we will take the hammock. And hammock, do I build you somewhere, or are you just kind of in my inventory right now? You're just kind of in my inventory right now. We'll use the bedroll until that's all used up. And actually, considering we need to purify some water as well. I haven't been paying attention to our water usage. So you know what? Let's swing around this way. We will refill our water. I've got jugs. At least that's what the gentlemen tell me. We'll gather up what we can right there, and then we'll continue to patrol the island and look around for other things we might want in just a moment. But the last episode and this one are going to be preparation to make ourselves a little bit more survivable in this biome. And then finally what we need to do now is we need to boil off our water through there. And our chemistry skills are terrible. We don't even know how to boil water. And actually, I'm going to drink this right this second to get some health back and actually ease our recovery. And then from there, we'll take... Where did it go? It's gone again. There it is. Always leaving me, these water sacks. Always leaving me. And then we will boil that one off as well. I always boil off as much as I can whenever I can, because you never know. You just never know. And then we're going to spend the rest of our time stripping down as many of these wooden poles as possible. We've got a little bit of string left. I'd say to make some of that, we'll make a backup tourniquet just in case we end up bleeding, so we can heal ourselves, because I've died a lot of times to bleeding in this game. And it's just nice to make sure. It's just nice to make sure that you don't have to worry about that. And so anyways, we now have the things on board that will guarantee that we will not die if anything goes wrong. We've got a cactus needle, but the next thing that I would recommend that we actively craft is probably going to be a forge or something along those lines, because we need to get after some of this iron and start making ourselves some real weapons, some real materials, some real bars. Dropping bars like an accomplished rapper is what we're trying to do right now. And so let's move all of these to the container to get rid of some of that weight that we've been lugging along with us. I may actually... Can I make a hoe or anything like that? I can't make a hoe. Can I make a rake? Or can I make a... We may have to look if we sort by skill. I don't see anything in here that looks particularly like a pickaxe or anything that might be useful in that regard. My experience with the game only extends so far, so I'll have to apologize, but it is what it is. I mean, a sling might be cool for actually fighting with dudes and like taking out things at a distance, or at least dealing a little bit of damage. Oh, we can make a pile of compost. Okay, so how do I make compost then? I can make compost through... I require fire in order to do it. So it requires soil and it requires compost. Huh, I guess you probably use offal. Yeah, you probably use that right there, so we're actually going to murder some more stuff. The reason I got waylaid right there is because I was actually thinking about planting some crops around here so that it would be all taken care of and we wouldn't have to worry about it. That takes medicinal herbs. The glass of medicinal water is actually not a terrible idea. It's a pretty good object to have around for when shit really, really hits the fan and starts to splatter all over the room. We have a bunch of objects over here. I would like to pick up as much as I can because I know I have like strip bark and all kinds of things over here that are going to be useful for the long term. And I would hate to have to farm these again and kind of waste my own time. So let's pick those back up. We'll take these back to the base with us. And actually, that's a whole bunch more sticks and twigs and whatnot too. So that'll be nice when we go back to make more spears and some of that other stuff. Our stone knife is exceptional and it's not looking so great. I don't have a whetstone. Ooh, we have a legendary branch. Ooh. And then it degraded into a wooden pole when I did that. Okay. Well, here, just don't equip that then. Let's take this stone knife, and let's focus on getting ourselves some extra pointy things. If I dig right here, what are my chances of... Oh, cool, we gathered coal. Actually, that looks like a coal vein, and we got stronger, so that'll be nice. We've got some stones out right here. We're probably going to need a bunch of those. So let's continue chiseling away at this wall right here. And now... if I can make a sick-ass spear out of some of this stuff, I would love to do that. However, that requires a string, so let's make one. And then if we make a baller-ass spear out of what we have, I think it uses the highest-ranking objects that you have in your inventory by default. And somebody told me a way that you can actually change what it uses to craft things, but I can't remember what it was now. And it's too late. It's much, much too late. And actually, we got a stone spear with 109 durability out of there. So that's really, really, really cool. That's really cool. That's like solid as hell. And then we just need pointy shit now. Pointy shit is all that I need. We could also alternatively take this stuff and we could turn it into a smooth rock. And if you've got smooth rocks, you can turn those into bullets. But it's your call. It's up to you. Making a bow and arrow might not be a bad plan either. What was I gathering up all this stone for though? Oh shit, I converted it all into pointy rocks when in fact I don't need pointy rocks right now. Some of this might be related to skill levels, too. We've gotten quite a bit better. I don't know. Smooth out a stone real fast, because I don't want to lose all my stamina while I'm standing around. And inside of here, we will move all of our stones in there. We will move all of our sharpened stuff in there. We will turn those into bullets, hopefully. What does that do? 2 smooth rocks gives me a mortar and pestle. I assume that's probably for making compost and some of the other chemical stuff that you can do. I can also make booby traps and things in here, but you know what? Let's not play with anything relating to the boobies. Oh, we've got Vine Whip. Dude, that's so gangster. We can be like one of the guys from Castlevania. I can't remember their last names. It was like Belmont, I think is their last name. You're pretty baller though. So I made a couple of bullets right there. They're probably not any good. But with the stone bullets, you can throw those at your enemies, and hopefully it will cause them horrible pain to their cranium. If it's a painium in their cranium, it'll definitely fix some problems. How's the fire looking right now? The fire is very healthy. Let's go ahead and stoke it a little bit. Fire is now raging. I just want to keep the fire up and running for the moment, and I wanted to get enough stones Please stop picking up useless shit that we don't need. Thank you. I could also use another knife. Damn it. I'm so terrible at video games. I'm gonna eat this spider, though. This spider's gonna be delish. Put it in my dish. You ever eaten spider before? You gotta be pretty baller to eat spider. You gotta be pretty high up on the Bear Grylls-o-meter of manliness. Give me my pointy rocks, and we'll make a couple more knives and just see which one is the best one that comes out. We may get lucky here and get like a badass knife. You can never quite tell, though. Let's move all of the same quality to the containers so that we keep these stone knives right here, which are a tad better than what we have. If I have a choice, I'm going to dual-wield knives in this game, by the way. I love characters that dual-wield knives. So gangsta. So badass. Just ready to shiv a bitch at a moment's notice. So how hard is it for me to craft this? It requires 8 rocks, which I don't have. That weighs 24. So our weight actually went up when we made that. However, it's done now. We don't have to worry about having a forge like ever again. And I'm just going to stack up all my utility objects right here. So I'll build that right there. We've set up the furnace. The furnace, I think, is important for once you have like ingots or something like that. I don't know. Wrought iron. Heavily oxidized and unpurified forms of iron. And so if we had a hammer and a lit furnace, we could make that happen. We can also make a kiln, which is similar to but constructed from sandstone. It allows proper heat distribution for crafting glass and clay items. Oh, we can make ourselves some more jars and things like that. That would not be a terrible plan. And then also, if we have a log and 7 rocks, we can make an anvil. So, do I have... Oops, that's not what I need. Out of curiosity, universe... Do I have those things here? I'm going to practice my throwing more. Because you never know. You just never know. Arm's getting better. If we can get that up to like 25%, I'd feel more confident about it. We do have a log. So let's go ahead and move that to our inventory. It's a little heavy, but so is an anvil. We just need 7 rocks to make this happen, though. My estimation is that we are going to be very, very overweight by the time we finish it off, though. Sure, why not? Make me some more knives. You can never have enough knives. That's like a fact of manliness. If you don't have more knives, then what do you have? Let's go ahead and make our anvil, which apparently our tinkering is good enough for us to allow that to happen. We will build that up right there. The anvil does not appear to have added anything really to our list. A stone hammer would actually be really, really good. It requires a pole. It requires a string as well. However, it would allow us to repair a great deal of our objects. And so where is it? We've got a stone hammer right there. Good for us. Nice things coming. Nice things coming our way. We're out of time for the day. My name is Splattercat. I just wanted to say thank you for stopping on in and watching me hang out for a bit and play Wayward. It's been a lot of fun so far, and I'm looking forward to future episodes, all right? I'll see you there. Bye, everybody.